What's good? Is Alvin Pounds here. Time for the episode number 4 Danganronpa review. Um, damn. It's a pretty nice episode. This episode pretty much existed so we can get a better feel for the relationships within the house. You know how we have the two quote-unquote brothers now. The Zoro Kuwabara look-alike kind of dude and the dude that wears the all-white jumpsuit. They hit it off this episode. They had their little fucking contest to see who has more spirit, and then they became brothers. We have the gothic girl getting pretty much this fat dude to serve as her slave. That's the other one. Now, Fujisaki is fucking dead. Fujisaki was murdered this episode. This was the start of the next trial, okay? The trial is going to be next episode. Hopefully it will live up to the expectations I have because of the last trial. But let's take a little overview of the clues, a few of the other events that happened during this episode, and other things, and try to piece together right now who the fuck did it. Okay, secrets. They were all handed out secrets or embarrassing things about their past that were handed out by Monokuma. Now, who has a secret bad enough that they would fucking kill to cover that shit up? Someone who's already a fucking killer. My theory is that the person who did this, on their card was written that they are already a murderer, which pushed them to commit the crime. And that would mean this person had to have an extremely dark past. Who the fuck was it? I'll tell you right now who it was not. I don't think it was Sakura, which is the big, buff, manly looking dude. She did not murder Fujisaki. Why? Let me tell you this. Last episode, I got tripped up. Last trial, I got tripped up by the crystal ball. It was thrown by Leon. It wasn't thrown by the actual fortune teller. I think the weight was a distractor. It's supposed to make us want to say it's Sakura, but it wasn't. I think that it wasn't her. That's the first person it was not. It was not Togami either. Because, you know, Togami is one of the people that was starting to really bury their roots deep in the house. You know, he was starting to become more of a prominent character, and he is above all trying to unravel the mystery more than anybody else. So it was not Togami. And it was also not the girl that fangirls over Togami either. Because you saw at the end of the episode that they had a secret kind of relationship going on where Togami confided some important information in her and possibly asked her to do something for him. So it wasn't her either. So who the fuck was it? Damn, there was a lot of information and a lot of clues. Bloody fever, that was written on the wall. What the fuck in shit could bloody fever mean? There was also the murder mystery case that was going on in the real world before they even entered the house, where the person was killing people in similar ways, but the victims were all males. That was weird too. I think it's a female. Because if you remember in this episode, Monokuma put an emphasis on, well, she was murdered in the female room too, so it had to be a female. I think about it. So it was either the gothic girl, I'm thinking, or the swimmer, which was the girl with the cleavage chick. Either cleavage chick or the gothic chick. And I'm thinking it was the gothic girl. I'm thinking that shit. It's a really, really, really tough one though. It's a really, really tough case. Anyways, guys, my final guess will be the gothic girl. That's my final guess, my ultimatum, and that's final. It couldn't have been a guy, so it's between 4 people pretty much. The girl that's fangirling over Togami, Sakura, the swimmer, and the gothic chick. Those 4. Between one of those murdered Fujisaki. Other than that, the clues are so fucking vague. The extension cord, the weight, I really couldn't piece this shit together. Maybe it was a collaboration between more than one of the girls. I have no fucking clue. Anyways, guys, it's Alvin Pounds here. If you don't watch Danganronpa, watch this shit. If you do, tell me who you think it is below, and whoever gets it right will get a shout out. We will get a shout out next episode. believe that shit. Anyways, guys, Allen Palantir, it was a pleasure. Peace.